Why is the stock market prices dropping in the after hours? And is Tesla battery day? Is that good for the stock market? What's up, guys? It's Big Finance here with another video. It's Wednesday. What happened yesterday? I think is what's going to be on most people's minds today. That and as well Tesla and Tesla battery day. The stock market after hours for most companies went down a lot today. Like some companies like Tesla, Workhorse, especially SPACs, went down today. All I gotta say is that Tesla battery day was sort of a disappointment in my opinion, but I'll talk about that later. As well with the most companies being down in after hours today, that surprised me. I don't, and I think I may know why, but I ain't 100% sure. But before we get into all this, can I please get a nice big thumbs up on this video, and if you're new, would you please consider subscribing? It helps out the channel more than you probably think. Each like we get on this video is a smile that's put on my face, and that's true, it is. So if we can get those two things done, I can tell you as much advice as I have on the stock market for today and the rest of the week. And as well, stay tuned for Friday for when I do a recap on what happened during the market this week. Core stock is as well down, one of the big companies. It was down, but then it tried rebuild itself, got back to about $3 a share, and then it just crashed after like 9:30 a.m. Just plummeted all the way down to where it's sitting at $26.10. Before that, it was sitting at about $27.04, so it has dropped a whole dollar, which is, I don't understand what's happening here. It was doing great. Monday stayed about the same, and then Friday was a big day for us. Friday was a great day for Workhorse, but today it just hasn't seemed to be good at all. And what I think about Hyliion, it was doing good last week, and then it was doing really good Friday. Monday it did pretty decent, but today it just dropped. After hours, it was affected pretty badly as well, but not as badly as other companies. But still, being down this much money, like it's still at $48, which is still better than it was all last week, or most of last week, which was at 46. But still, as we can see, Tuesday was not a good day at all. Almost every stock, I'm pretty sure, just dropped in after hours. And right now I'm trying to do research for what caused it. I can't really find the cause of that. I think it's banks have been caught being corrupted, and they're now selling their shares, and people are selling shares from the bank, and dividends are getting sold out and all of that. So right now it's just the stock market is going down because of all the corruption and like banks turning blind eyes to people trying to get away with tax invasions. So that may be one reason why, and one of the only reasons other than for Tesla, which I'll talk about later. Then, oh man, Virgin Galactic Holdings, that dropped madly for the space race, or not the space race, like sending the first people space. At the end of Friday, it just, or like after hours, it dropped badly, and then it just kept on dropping Monday, and then today it just kept on dropping. As after hours really haven't affected that badly. It has affected in a couple of cents, but not as badly as some other companies. But still, we see here Tuesday in after hours, like most companies stayed about the same, but then after hours just killed most companies. Like in the after hours market, that has killed multiple companies with just dropping their stock by a couple of percent, some more than others, as we saw with Tesla, Workhorse, down 1%, 2%, maybe even 3 or 4. But Virgin Galactic has just been on a losing streak lately, which is not good. But we still got this October test flight, which if it goes well, I could see the stock most likely increase to $20. So this could be a good deal, or this could just keep on showing that it's leading down and down, and then who knows where this company will go. It's really all up to October the 22nd of how this company will end out. And then here on Market Watch is where I think the reason why the stock market, or some companies, mostly these EV and tech companies, have dropped is that Bank of America. Wait. And then her market watch, I think this is the reason why some companies have lost like a lot. It's just that Bank of America sold $2 billion worth of bonds to fight the inequality in communities, and with all these things being sold out, that companies have been like they all get sold out. So since they're all being sold out all at once, that could affect the market and make it drop. But they are using the money to help campaigns to support rights, so it's a good thing. But right now, that dropped the market by a good amount in some areas, especially in the after hours. And then here for Tesla, what we all been waiting for, and what is probably going to be the biggest topic for today's market talk, is going to be Tesla. Battery Day, my opinion, was a huge disaster. Them saying like, yeah, it was great seeing all these new technologies and batteries and how everything is going to happen in the next couple of years. The only problem with it is they're not ramping up production until 2022. 2022, that's 2 years from now. Some people in the stock market are short sellers and are wanting to buy it now, see it go up soon, and sell it off. That's going to hurt the market, and it's going to make it stay around probably the $400 to $450 mark for the next year, and maybe even a year and a half if we get unlucky. So I'm not expecting the stock to rapidly increase. It may go down. I don't even know. Right now, all I gotta say, if you want to be a long-term investor, just hold your stocks. But right now, I don't really know how to predict this test. I don't know if people are gonna just hold out and keep it at 400, or if it's gonna drop to could even drop to 350 today. I don't really know. I highly doubt it'll drop that low, but we have seen some crazy things happen in the stock market before, so this is just something I cannot explain. As you see that most days, especially today, it just majorly dropped today. I don't know if it was from people not getting hype, but it should be from it, but it dropped a lot. Maybe Bank of America sold a lot of Tesla stocks today, who knows. But we can see this happen in most Tesla stocks. Like, they drop, but then they go up by the end of the day back to normal. But today, it just went down. It went down about 7%, which for a big company like Tesla, that is just too high for them. Like a 7% down, and most of it was at the end. It was at the start and end of the day. In between, it went down and then it went up, stayed about even. But end of the day, it just dropped. It dropped below 300, which we haven't seen in a while. And we go to a month view. It dropped after we lost some height, but we regained. But after this, I don't know if it's going to go down, if it's going to stay the same. Most likely, it's not going to go up. So don't be expecting this stock to go up anytime soon. As we can see, when Battery Day was hyped about around the start of September, the stock was doing great. It was about to reach 500, and then there was a major pullback, like a big pullback, and then we regained some more excitement for Battery Day, stayed about even, and then Battery Day, all I gotta say, was a pretty disappointing event, in my opinion. Like, there was just 2 years from now is when they're ramping up production, which I think is going to hurt the stock the most. That is what's going to be hurting Tesla the most. As soon as the market ended yesterday, Tesla's market cap dropped $20 billion in just 2 hours after trading close. 2 hours after they finished the presentation and all that, it's after hours, it dropped by way too much. Like, investors were just not happy with the announcements of cars, of it not coming out. The $25,000 car, which would have been the biggest thing for another 2 years. Same with the million-mile battery. But in the next 2 years, when they are producing these cheaper kilowatt per hour batteries, is going to be much better. But as well, they released a new car, the Tesla Model S Plaid, which should hopefully help the stock stay about the same. But just the drop of $20 billion, which is just stupid. Like, investors lost $50 billion from Tesla. Like, $50 billion was about lost today. Or not lost today, was sold. Which is just incredible. And 25,000 cars, like, it's not going to be possible for another, like, 4 or 2 years, 2-3 years. Which is going to be the thing that hurts it most. Like, it's went down way too much today, in my opinion. I wouldn't have been surprised, like, even with the meeting being that bad, I wouldn't have been I would be surprised if it went below, like, 425, but it going below 400, it's just something I would not expect from Tesla. So the presentation was not handed out, in my opinion, greatly. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Tesla and as well what happened yesterday. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys Friday.